All right, so today we're talking about Tales of the Jedi Funko Pops. Let's jump right into it. Hey everyone, my name is Christopher. Welcome to Seriously Star Wars. On this channel, I do weekly Star Wars reviews as well as live streams talking about Star Wars Funko Pops, just like this one. So if you're new here, make sure you hit that subscribe button. So today, we're talking about Tales of the Jedi Funko Pops and which ones we could end up seeing. But before we get into that topic, let me just bring on my guests for today. The first one's a veteran on the channel here. He's been on a couple live streams. Cirespeed Reviews. So welcome again, my friend.
Thank you.
Why don't you just let people know who you are and where they can find you?
Oh, well, you can find me right here on YouTube and on Instagram, Cirespeed Reviews. It's under the same name. And I collect Funko Pops, Black Series toys, TVCs, and pretty much anything Star Wars related I can get my hands on. Also, helmets. So thanks for having me on, Chris.
Yeah, thanks for coming on again. Okay, so my next guest, also a Funko Pop collector. He's been on the channel a couple times as well, but he also does some really awesome work with his camera. I guess the photography side of camera. So welcome to the stream again, my friend Patrick. How are you doing?
Good. Thanks for having me, guys. Thanks for having me, Christopher.
Yeah. Why don't you just let everyone who's watching know where they can find you, what you do, and stuff like that?
Absolutely. My name's Patrick. Go by Toyphotogfr, and you can find me here on YouTube as well as Instagram, Facebook, and many of the social media platforms by that handle. And basically, I specialize in photographing the Star Wars Funko Pop in some creative ways.
Awesome. All right, and then my final guest today, someone who hasn't been on the channel before, but she does collect some Funko Pops. We'll bring her in. This is Padawan Chronicles. Sorry.
Yeah, thanks for having me,
So
Chris.
why don't you just let people know where they can find you as well?
Yeah, so my YouTube channel is the Padawan Chronicles. I think the handle, since I had us choose handles, mine is just Padawan Chronicles. I took out the because Padawan being a made-up word, it just looked weird hooked up to the.
Yeah.
But it's a mix of Star Wars show reactions and also some collectible stuff. I do want to start doing more Funko Pop specific things next year, just because out of all of my collections, that's the biggest one that I have. So yeah, keep an eye out for that next year.
Nice. Yeah, I look forward to watching that. Yeah. And so all of us have been caught up on Tales of the Jedi, I believe. That's right. Yeah. So yeah, we're going to talk about the Tales of the Jedi Funko Pops today. So if anyone watching hasn't seen the show yet, I recommend clicking off of here, going to watch that like immediately, and then coming back on. But let's jump right into it. So this time we'll actually let's talk about Tales of the Jedi as a show. Like, what did you guys think of it? First off,
Beautiful storytelling.
Yeah, so many things.
Yeah, I really enjoyed
I feel like
it.
I went through.
Like, sorry, go ahead.
Oh, go ahead. There's like a bit of a lag, but I feel like I went through the full range of emotions. I was like, whoa, and then I was like slightly angry. If you watch my Ahsoka reaction video, then you know why.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was just like all the emotions.
Yeah, I agree. I thought they did a great job in the way they filmed it. The animation was fantastic. Even some of like the story beats, like the fact that you had like Ahsoka, be able to grab that Inquisitor's lightsaber and turn it out. I had to go back and watch an episode of Rebels where she did that to one of the Inquisitors there, and I was like, oh, that was awesome. And like everything, I just thought filled in those gaps, like from who deleted the stuff from Camino. Well, now we have a for sure, legacy answer on that one. That was really cool. And I just thought that whole scene with Dooku standing in front of the tree, thinking about Qui-Gon, And at that point, I felt, I don't know about you guys, but I actually kind of felt like Dooku, like, you guys are so misled. You just lost my
Yeah.
Padawan, and you kind of felt for him right then and there. You almost kind of didn't feel as bad when he switched to the other side because he thought again he was doing something for the right reasons. I thought it was well done. All the stories were perfectly like melded to what we've already seen.
Yeah, I love the storytelling. Everything was just written beautifully. I love the fact we got some basically a story what happened to Yaddle, you know, why she disappeared and why she wasn't on
Yeah.
the Jedi Council. And her how she felt, similar to Dooku on how he felt about what's going on with the Jedi's.
Yeah, no, I know. Like, I enjoyed the story. Like, how we got all that backstory into, like you mentioned, Yaddle, like why she wasn't on the council in episode 2,
Mhm.
like the whole Sifo-Dyas thing. So that was really
Yeah.
cool to see. I think I enjoyed the Count Dooku stuff a little more than the Ahsoka stuff myself. I
A
don't know
little
about
bit
you
more.
guys, but
Me too.
Yeah, it hit
yeah, no,
home. I
I
mean, I
enjoyed
think
that
the
one a lot.
music, like the music in the Sith Lord episode, really
Hmm.
matched up to those
Yeah,
last 3 episodes of Clone Wars. Like, especially when they were bringing Maul back from Mandalore, that piece of music in there reminded me of when Dooku was getting aboard his ship and then flying off. It was like, ooh, this is really nice. It was awesome. It was a great beat into the kind of like symmetry of the others.
And I like
yeah,
towards the end of it with her and the 501st. And after you can see how their suits it was showing the time, how it was changing, how it was
Yes,
forwarding in time, and she was getting older.
yeah,
It's like that's just beautiful.
that was really good
yeah,
and sweet.
yeah.
Yeah, I agree. My
But
favorite of all the episodes. Oh, sorry, I keep interrupting you.
oh, it's okay.
But my favorite of all the episodes is episode 4, and I said something similar as I was reacting to it, where it was like, I feel like I'm watching Revenge of the Sith. Like there was something that felt very
Yeah,
Revenge of the Sith about it, and I think it was largely the music. Like the music was nonstop. Hey, Maxie.
Maxi AP says hi, guys. Hey, Maxi.
Hi.
Yeah. So sounds like we all enjoyed the show, but let's jump into the topic. So I came up with a list of characters from the show, and we'll just kind of go through them and just kind of give like a yes, no, or a maybe whether we'd like to see it as a Funko Pop or not. So the first one is Ahsoka, her refugee look here. Um, Andrea, why don't we start with you since you're our newest guest on the stream here? Is this something you'd like to
Sure.
see as a Funko Pop?
I feel like if it's between like baby Ahsoka and like grown-up Ahsoka, I'd have to go with like baby Ahsoka just because I feel like there's so many variants of adult and like teenage to like adult Ahsoka. And I think
Yeah, for
this
sure.
Funko Pop would look almost identical to her Rebels Funko. So I feel like this would not be at the top of my list of priorities.
Yeah. So are you going like a no or a maybe for this one?
Going with a maybe, but if I had to choose between like her as a grown up and like baby Ahsoka in the first episode, I'd immediately go with baby Ahsoka because it'd be more unique.
Right. Yeah. Patrick, how about yourself?
For this one, I see. It's funny you pointed this one. I have ordered one through Amazon that is kind of like where she's got like the jumpsuit similar to this.
Hmm.
And I only ordered it because after seeing Tales of the Jedi, I was like, all right, I can do something with that one. So I have an idea for an image with it. So I have something similar to this. So if they came out this one, not as much, but if they did it like with a scene with the Inquisitor, yeah, I'd probably get it.
Oh yeah,
If they did like like
Yeah.
a movie moment,
a
that I would
movie
get.
moment.
That would be cool.
Yes.
Even though he was in the show for
Yeah.
all of like 1 minute.
He was awesome. He'd make a great pop.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that'd be a cool movie
Um,
moment.
so what are you going? Are you going no for this one?
Uh, I don't know. I already have one I think similar to this one. So and just about to come to the collection. So I'd pass on this one.
Yeah. You don't know. Okay. Eric, how about yourself? Yes, no, maybe.
I'll have to agree with Drea if we have plenty of Ahsoka pops around this age, so we can get maybe like a child, a baby Ahsoka. I think that would be pretty cool.
Maybe Ahsoka riding that panther.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Right?
That would be like baby Ahsoka riding
Yeah.
that'd be awesome. Or like looking
Yeah.
up
That'd be
going to
awesome.
touch him. That would be cool.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Yeah. So TT builds makes a pretty good point. Like, I guess it depends on how many they're making. So I mean, if they make a few Ahsokas, I mean, I guess they could throw this one in there as well. Yeah. So is that a no for you then, Eric?
That would be a yes if they made a baby Ahsoka. But
Yes, I have a
no,
question.
no on Ahsoka like this.
No on this one. Okay.
Christopher,
Yeah.
are we going by character or like specific like look?
No, just specifically like to this look. So I do have some other
Gotcha.
Ahsokas on the list, or at least one other.
Got it.
So yeah, we'll just go by the look, the style here.
Okay.
Yeah,
For myself,
maybe a no
yeah,
one.
I'm gonna go no for this one, just because we do have that one that's in a similar jumpsuit from Clone Wars season 7. So, and again, like TT builds brought up there, like it depends on how many they make. So I'm gonna go no for this one if this is the only Ahsoka they make.
Oh, that's a good point. Okay, I thought they were meaning like how many were in that run, like how many of that one pop, but they meant like how many Tales of the Jedi Funko Pops in general.
Yeah, I think how many Tales of the Jedi Funko Pops. I think that's
Okay.
what they
That
meant
makes
there by
sense.
that. So
Okay.
yeah, I guess we'll have to see. This is all speculation, anyways. But so next one I have Anakin Skywalker. So Eric, why don't you start us off here?
I'm going to say yes on this.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we could probably use some more Anakin Skywalker pops. So I think I'll say yes on this one.
Yeah, for sure. Patrick?
Yeah, because I think they only make one kind of in this kind of Clone Wars kind of attire, so it would be nice to get like a refresh, something like like a really badass pose or something like that. I think would be really cool. So
yeah,
I'd say
this
yes.
one's kind of like yes, yeah,
I was even
this,
thinking if they did something like a good pose, or if they take like a scene where you can like do like a build kind of thing, where if you had like Ahsoka in the center and you had some clones around, and then him and Rex kind of off, maybe even taking a space in the circle, like him with his arms crossed watching, Rex holding his helmet, watching. I don't know. You could do something kind of cool. I don't know, but I wouldn't mind another Anakin in this phase. This would be cool.
Great. Andrea, how about you?
Immediately, yes.
Yes.
That'd be awesome. Because, like someone else said, there is only one Clone Wars Anakin. And I don't really remember his outfit, but at least from this picture, it looks like it's a little bit darker in tone than the Clone Wars Anakin Funko that we have, which is like very blue, very purple. So it'd be nice to get a slight variation.
Yeah. For me, I'm gonna say yes as well. Like for the same reason, we only have like the one from the Clone Wars from that era, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
So like this one was kind of closer to Revenge of the Sith. So I don't think he's got the same outfit. So yeah, no, I can see them doing this as one of the pops there, and I would like to see it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so the next one we have Baby Ahsoka. Patrick, why don't you start us off?
Absolutely. I like I said, I think they could do something really unique with this one. I would make it like kind of know how they did the Grogu with the eggs. I think either Baby Ahsoka and that panther like reaching up towards it, like showing that she's not afraid and has no fear, or her riding it. Because either way, you get that same symbology of the character, and I think that'd be great. So 100%, 100. Because I know if they did something like that, I doubt they're going to do it to scale, and I don't know how this would look
Yeah.
as a pop just kind of on its own. So I think if they did, it would be a for sure thing, because I think this is one they wouldn't have, and every collector would want to add it, especially if you're an Ahsoka collector. So yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, for sure. Andrea?
Yeah, I feel like we preemptively answered this one early on. Like, yeah,
Yeah, I
baby
think
Ahsoka
so.
would be awesome. Yeah, I like Patrick's
Yeah.
both suggestions about like the Jaguar, especially her riding the Jaguar back into the village, or also just like the one with her mom where she's in like the carrier. I love those where
Yeah.
like the actual smaller characters are like look true to size compared to like the regular pops, like when Mando is holding baby Grogu. I
Good
just like it
call.
like
Good
that.
call.
Yeah, so something like that would be really neat.
Yeah. Yeah, baby Ahsoka with her mom would look really awesome.
That would be
I'm gonna say
that's a
yes for
great
this.
idea.
Yeah, I'm gonna say yes
I got,
for this one.
I got
I think there might be a standard pop, like just by herself, like because Grogu's a pretty small character. Like, if I'm not mistaken, probably smaller than baby Ahsoka, I would think. So I think they could do a baby Ahsoka by herself as a Funko
I,
Pop, and I think it'd look pretty cool as well.
I'd say yes
Eric, what do you
also.
think?
Yes on
Yeah.
this, and a chase. We can have this one as a standard pop, and the chase with the blue tint on the head with the mom also.
Oh,
Yeah, exactly. Um, so Maxie says any Anakin pop is welcome in my collection.
Yes.
I agree.
agreed.
I'm still waiting for that one with the two sabers to come in. So
Yeah, I haven't gotten mine either.
January.
yeah,
Mhm.
It hasn't changed yet.
Cheap Lotse says yes. I'd say standard rather than like Mando and Grogu. Yeah, I think they both could work. A standard pop or like one with the mom as well would look really cool. So we're all in agreement on that one. I like that one.
Yes.
So next one we have Bail Organa.
That's a good one.
Eric, why don't you go first?
Yes.
Yes.
Also a tie-in to what's it, Andor series, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, but yeah, definitely a younger. Yeah, that'd be great. I don't. Do we have already a pop?
No, I don't think we have a
yet.
Bail Organa pop.
Yeah, I don't
So
think
I think. Yeah, I think this for me it's a yes too. Like I think it's a good opportunity to make a Bail Organa pop, and if not with this and Andor for sure, but you know I can see them. I don't know. You know what? I'm switching. I'm gonna say maybe just because Andor they probably will do one. Well, he hasn't been in Andor, has he?
Mm-mm.
No. So yeah, no.
I
I'm gonna go
would
yes.
say
he was on the
He's in
Kenobi
Kenobi.
series.
He's
Yeah,
in Kenobi.
right.
Yeah, he's in Kenobi. So I'm gonna say yes for this. Andrea, what about you?
Okay, yeah, I was waiting to see who you were going to. Yes, I would love a Bail Organa pop. I am super surprised they didn't do one for Kenobi of him and his wife because they were in the show a good amount.
Mhm.
But I'm just surprised that
Yeah.
there isn't a Bail Organa pop already.
I agree with that.
Yeah,
Crazy.
like they could have done one for Revenge of the Sith even, and
Yeah, he's been making so many cameo
Yeah,
appearances.
he's in Rogue One.
Rogue One. Yeah,
Yeah. He's probably like, "Where's my Funko already?"
yeah.
Do a campaign.
Patrick, what do you think? Yes.
Yes, definitely. For all the reasons
Yes.
everyone else is saying, he'd be a great pop. He's Bail Organa. I think at some point you gotta
Yeah.
kind of have him, right? I mean, I've got
Exactly.
what's his face? Jyn Erso's father.
Yeah.
I've got him as a
Galen
pop.
Erso.
That's it. Galen.
Bail Organa is a much more pivotal character, I think.
I agree.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yes. Justice for Bail.
Justice for Bail. Hashtag justice for Bail. Next one, Rex with his helmet off.
Yes.
Yeah. For me, it's a yes. Like this would make a really good pose. And like Patrick, I think you were saying, like even if they did like a 2-pack or like a scene with like the 3 of them where you can connect them, like him with the helmet off like this, that would look really, really cool.
That would look
The other 2 Captain Rex Funko Pops, they're pretty much the same pose. He's holding his blasters up, right? So
yeah, and they're I don't have that one in my collection, but they're so expensive to get your
Yeah.
hands on. So
Yeah,
Come on.
exactly.
let's
If
make
you give
another
us
one
a
and
chance to get it.
the helmet off. Yeah, because I have the Rebels one, right? That's the only Rex that I've got
Yeah.
my hands on. This I would love to have,
Yeah.
just like you're saying. And you could do a different period, clone trooper helmet that maybe we don't have in the Rex already, pops, because I think that's like phase 3.
yeah.
Was it phase 2?
I'm not sure is it phase 2? Yeah.
But it would be cool. They could do like like this one here, like the phase 1, holding it like that. That'd be awesome. I love to have this one.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I think it'd be awesome.
Yeah, I'd love to not
Andrew,
have
what
to
about you?
pay $300.
Exactly.
I'd love to not pay $300 for Clone Wars Captain Rex, and I think Rebels Captain Rex. I was on eBay the other day looking at it. I think Rebels Captain Rex is much more affordable, like in
Yeah.
the $30 to
Yeah.
$50 range. So if they don't do this one, I'll be upset.
Yeah. I agree. Like nobody wants to pay like $300, $400 for a pop unless they absolutely have to, I guess. But
Well,
that
because
Rebels one, I think I picked. Yeah, that Rebels one I picked up for like $30, I think, for the 3
yeah,
that I
that one's
got.
more.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember back in my first purchaser pass, I think we were talking about something that wasn't a Funko, but it was like $60. And I think you were like, do you know how many Funko Pops that is? So now I always make like money to like standard new Funko rate conversion. I'm like $400
Yeah.
for Rex, or I could get like 20 regular Pops.
Yeah. So Maxie says yes, more clone troopers, please. I agree with that.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yep.
The
Give
ones
us a
they have
chance.
are limited anyway.
Yes. Yeah. TT Build says yes, and new Rex is much needed. Yeah. Absolutely.
Yes, it is.
I agree with both of you. So next we have a young Count Dooku. So this was from the episode Sith Lord here. So, Patrick, why don't you start?
Absolutely. I'd love to get like a good pose with him with the blue lightsaber. That'd be great. Detailing, I think with where he's not all gray, he's got the darker hair. That'd be kind of nice with some streaks in it or whatnot. Kind of like they did the Cobb Vanth, the one with the helmet off, the chase. So if they did something like that, I think that would look nice. And they could even do one with I honestly like that scene with the tree so much. So if they did like a movie moment, and you're gonna do that with Dooku with the tree with in front of him that he was staring at, that was cool. That was a nice
and Yaddle with the tree.
Yeah, they could do a couple, but yes, definitely a Dooku like in this one. Absolutely.
Yeah. Eric, how about yourself?
Yeah, definitely like to see that. I like his wardrobe, and I like his saber in the blue rather than the red, which is
something different, right?
Dark, the dark beard and everything. And I love the fact that he looks like this when they made this show, that he doesn't look like he does on the Clone Wars. This is definitely, I gotta have this one.
Yeah.
Andrea, what about yourself?
Yeah, I'll echo what everyone else is saying. It's just something we don't have yet. So anytime we see like a new character or a new like timeline of a character, it's an immediate yes for sure.
Yeah, I agree. Like, because one, we don't have a Clone Wars era Dooku, like even the older dark side Dooku. We don't have a Clone Wars era one, and we only have two Dooku pops now with that red lightsaber series one. So give us another Dooku. I agree. So that's a yes for me as well.
Mm-hmm.
Darth Sidious.
Mm,
What do you guys think?
I don't know. I'd love to get one, but like they've already got so many of them. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. This might be a pass. Might be a
Pass.
pass.
Yeah, it's a pass for me also.
Yeah, for me.
It,
Yeah, for me it's a
it would
no.
be so hard. It would be
Like,
so hard to make this one different than all the
Mm-hmm.
others. You know what I mean? Like, I even feel like the retro series one. At least they had a little bit of a different spin on it. The way they kind of
yeah,
painted it and everything. But like, I think the last two are so much similar. There's very difference in the robe and the hands and the lightning. I was like, it's
yeah,
really hard to do another one. I think that's going to be cool.
yeah. For me it's a
Yeah,
no too.
same.
Like, cause like he didn't do a whole lot in this series. Like he just stood there pretty much. So
Menacingly.
this one's a no for me.
Yeah, I agree. I can't imagine it looking any different than the many Palpatine or Darth Sidious pops that we already have. So I'd rather they do other ones like Bail Organa.
Yeah,
I agree.
for sure.
I agree with that.
Okay, so the next one I have these droids. This was from that second Dooku episode. I don't know what they're called. I did tried to do a little bit of research. Some people were calling them just battle droids, but either way, for myself, I think yes. Like they're very cool looking droids. Like they almost look very similar to that proxy, very similar to that from the Gaming Greats one that we just got.
Hmm.
I'm gonna have to pass on this one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'd pass.
You're gonna pass?
I'd
I
pass.
mean, I think it would look cool, but they're in such a like short part of the show, and I just don't think looking
Yeah,
back they would be very recognizable.
yeah. See, I would get it just because they look pretty cool, and I know Funko does a really good job of making the droids, like the Dark Trooper, Proxy. They both look cool. But
Yeah,
I would like to see it.
I'd get it if it was lights and sound and the eyes lit up.
oh, that's
Yeah,
That's
that
pretty
would be cool. So the next one, I guess Gantika is her name. So this is the village elder. What do you guys think?
Yes.
Yes.
I can see it. I can see it be done as a pop. Would I get her? May not. But I know how much she was for the tribe as a tribe leader, and so
Yeah,
I think she looks cool.
Yeah, I like this one. I think
I'm
it's
gonna go
really
maybe.
cool.
I'm gonna go maybe for this one, just because
I feel like this would be a yes
minor
for
character.
me. Oh,
Yeah,
sorry.
I think I don't know. Like she wasn't like as. I feel like that they would do like Ahsoka's mother before they do this one, so that's why I'm going maybe for this one.
Mm.
Yeah, she didn't play a huge part in the show, but I would get any of the Tigrutans that they made from that first episode just because it'd be cool to like have like a little village of them. It's kind of like collecting the different Ewoks because you want to like set the scene with your
Yep.
display. So I would definitely get it.
Yeah, if they made it, I'd snatch
Yeah,
one of these up. This is kind of like Frog Lady to me. Like I didn't pick it up, and then I'm like regretting I didn't because that's kind of cool.
Hmm.
yeah. I'm surprised they haven't made a Frog Man yet.
Maybe
So
we'll
yeah,
keep
no.
hoping.
Maxie said the new Mace Windu. The new Mace Windu would be awesome too.
Clone Wars Mace.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fine.
So next character I have is Jocasta Nu. For me, I'm saying yes on this one. So,
Yeah, I haven't seen her. I haven't seen this one, and I think this one would be one I'd like to see. There's someone else that I think I'd rather see more. Um, but this one would be one I'd want to have. Yeah, I'd like to get this.
I would say maybe, but definitely yes if she had a lightsaber.
Yeah, with
Yeah,
a
this would also
lightsaber for
be
sure.
amazing. Go ahead, Chris. What were you gonna say?
Oh, I think with a lightsaber for sure. But
Yeah.
even without, she's just like a very cool looking character as well. And again, like not we didn't get her during the prequels, we didn't get her during the Clone Wars, so I think it's a good opportunity to make one.
Yeah, I can't see Funko making this pop just because I feel like they like to make what sells, and I feel like it is such a minor character. Anytime she makes an appearance, that they'd be like, no. But I think a lot of people would enjoy this pop. For me personally, it would be a maybe, just depending on how it turned out and how recognizable it was. Like if
Yeah,
it was really cool and she was holding like an archive, then it'd be a yes. If it was like really plain, then it'd probably be a no.
yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
kind of
see,
get you.
for me, yes, because like I'm the one who picked up the Frog Lady when it came out. So okay, so next we have Kiadi Mundi. Eric, what do you think?
Yes. Yes. Just like that with the hoodie, with this hood on.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'd like to pick that one up. Now, I don't know how they'll do it with as a pop. I mean, as a bobblehead, Funko Pop with the hoodie being
Yeah,
attached. But if he can do it, I'm all for it.
yeah. Andrea, what do you think?
I don't remember this character from watching the episode. I guess I'd have to rewatch it and see.
I think this specific scene was like from the that other Jedi Master's funeral at the temple, I believe.
You're correct. You're correct.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'd probably pass on this one because I don't think they have a Kid of Monday, and they did. I just want to be able to see them. This was just like a minor, like a small wardrobe thing. I mean, it'd be cool. Like you said, Eric. I think that'd be kind of neat if they could pull it off, but I don't know. I think they'd be focused on other ones more than even this one. I don't know.
yeah, I agree. For me, this one, I'm gonna say a no. One because like his look from Revenge of the Sith with the lightsaber out and he's fighting the droids, that would be a much better pose. But with the hood up, you don't see anything. With the robes on, the hood up.
Yeah, because I don't. Well. It's not that
No,
he's less easily identifiable, but I don't know. We didn't get the
yeah,
like you said. We haven't seen the other one, so like, I'd pass on this one.
yeah. The next is Mace Windu. So we already know how Maxie feels about that. New Mace. So for me, I agree. A new Mace Windu. We've only got the one. So for me, it's a yes.
Yep. Same here.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I'd get this one. I have the other one, but I'd get another.
Yeah. See,
I
this
feel
is
like
one I
if
still
they
have to get.
I actually do have Mace, the other one, but I feel like if they made this exact pose in the picture, it would look nearly identical, so I would want it in a different pose.
Yeah. Yeah, it would be very similar.
Yeah, do something like you do where you have Cal Kestis, who's got the lightsaber and then he's got his hand going, or Ezra is sort of like that. Like, give him a little more action pose.
Yeah.
That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah. Yeah, because I think he does do like the force push there in this scene, if I'm not mistaken. But like, yeah, no, definitely a different pose would be cool.
Or make it lights and sound.
Lights and sound, yeah. They
That'd
should
be a
just
good
I
do
one.
want all
everything
lightsaber
lights and
Funkos.
sound.
Yeah, they need to start making all of them lights and sound. They're so much cooler that way.
They are.
Yeah,
especially with the purple.
Hmm.
yeah, that would look great. So next we have Nak Il, I think is how you pronounce it. So this character, I'm not too sure. I think this was what, Ahsoka's father. Is that who this was?
I think so.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think for me it'd be a no.
Pass.
I say
Pass.
Yeah,
pass, but
pass
I
for
feel
you as
bad. I feel bad for the dad.
well.
Pass. I'd rather have
So
the mom or the other lady than
Yeah.
him.
I would get this one if they made the grandma and the mom, because again, I'd like to have like the whole family unit and like a little Togrutan like
Right.
village going on. I don't think they would release this one without those other ones, but if they did, I'd be less prone to get this one just by itself. But if they wanted to release all of the Togrutans, then yes, I would definitely get it.
Do a 3-pack.
Yeah. Do a three
Yeah,
pack. Yeah, I was just gonna
that'd be
say.
awesome.
I was
Or
just
a
gonna
four
say in
pack
a
with
three
the
pack.
Jaguar in there.
That would be
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, the dad, the mom, the grandma, and the jaguar. You can
Yeah.
have
Next thing you know, I'm spending $100.
baby Ahsoka in a little pouch with the mom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would be cool.
So next I have Obi-Wan Kenobi. Patrick, how about you start?
I don't know. I wouldn't mind having another one like this. Because I think I have the one Clone Wars where he's got the kind of armor and everything, but I don't know. I was thinking about this because I watched this just the other day, this episode. I was thinking about it, but I'd rather have the I can't remember his name, but he was the instructor for Ahsoka's little trial there that they're all watching, the yak face Jedi Master. I can't remember
Yeah.
what his character's name is, but I'd rather have that only because that was a nice tie back to seeing him in Kenobi, in Frozen or
Yeah, and
whatever.
the Clone Wars as well, right?
Yes, so I'd rather have him because we don't have that. That would make a great looking pop. So I would say no on this one, but I'd be torn. I don't know. It depends how awesome they made it look. But he didn't really have a huge part in the Tales of the
Yeah.
Jedi, so I feel like they wouldn't even waste their time with it.
Yeah. Andrea, what do you think?
Yeah, I have a hard time passing up a new Obi-Wan Funko, so I feel like I would be really inclined to get it. But like Patrick was saying, he was in such a short part of that episode. So I don't know. I guess it depends on how it turned out looking. But I want to say yes.
What about you, Eric?
Yeah, I have to say yes. Also, you know, I do have the was it the 270 Kenobi in the same Clone Wars armor, but I like
Yeah.
to have another one. Why not?
Yeah. So I have that same Obi-Wan, the Clone Wars one. So I'm gonna say no for this one, just like for the same reason, Patrick. Like he didn't do a whole lot in this episode. Anakin did a lot more in this episode, right? So like, yeah, I'm gonna pass on Kenobi, unfortunately, which is very
Yeah.
tough.
Aw. Yeah, pro tip for anyone that's
Actually, said a new
watching.
Plo
A new Plo Koon. That'd be
Yeah.
awesome.
So if anyone's watching and doesn't have Clone Wars Obi-Wan or Anakin, they are on Entertainment Earth as restocking next year. So if you don't want to pay eBay prices for those two, go to Entertainment Earth.
Yeah, that's a good tip. Yeah, but Maxie said Plo Koon. Was Plo Koon in it? I don't remember seeing Plo Koon.
I don't think he was. I don't remember him being in it.
But either way, like another Plo Koon would be cool.
Yeah.
Okay, so next I have P Tano. I guess with I guess that's her mother's name. So I'll start this one off. I think absolutely yes. Like with this pose and everything, do the mom with baby Ahsoka, very similar to like Mando with baby Yoda, right? With Grogu. So I'm gonna say yes. Eric, what do you think?
Yes, definitely. Yes. Also, if you guys are watching, hit that like button to help out the stream.
Like the video.
Patrick, what do you think?
Yeah, definitely this one. Definitely this one. I think this is a solid one. I think everyone is saying this would be one that definitely want to add. Like you said, I like with the little pouch, like they've done Mando. You know, I think I've got that one. I've got the Luke one where he's got a little Grogu in his hands, and then you have what's the other one? Oh, you've got the not Death Troopers. What are those other ones called where they're blasting off with them? So you've got a few different
Dark
ones.
Trooper.
There you go.
Yeah.
I think that you've got a few different ones. You've got the small little character. Like I got the IG. That's the one I have. That's just kind of cool. So definitely for this, absolutely.
Yeah. Andrea, what do you think?
Gee, I don't know. I hadn't thought about it before until now. So I'd have to really think about it. No, obviously yes. This one would be awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, I think this one's a no-brainer for sure. Next, I have Qui-Gon Jinn. So now that we have two Qui-Gons already as well, what do you guys think? Do you think they'll release another one in the Jedi robes, like with this look?
I'd like to think so, but I doubt it.
Is the look very different from what we've seen him in already?
Yeah, no, it's very similar to like because this is during the events of the Phantom Menace, so they just did the that Amazon exclusive one, right? So.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I feel like it would just
I don't know. For
end
me,
up
it's
looking really, really similar.
yeah. For me, it's a no.
I'm gonna have to say
GT
yes.
Builds they just did one.
I'll have to say yes, but with his hands, his back, like he's walking on that scene when he was, oh,
kind of doing this
no,
thing.
no. Yeah, I'd say yes. I mean, I'm thinking something else. Yeah.
Yeah. And Patrick, you said no as well.
Yeah, I've got the other pop of him, like, and I just don't see. I don't know. I just don't see this one getting made. I mean, if they did and it look again, if they did and it looked really great, probably yes, right? It would be nice to have another one, but I don't think they're going to do it. So that's the only reason for that. I'd say pass because I think they're going to treat this probably like they did Visions. So they only made so many of those. Like what they got the two together with Ronan, the little Ronan by himself, and then you've got the other two, Kari and whatnot, the twins.
Yeah.
So when I look at the series and I'm trying to think of it from that point of view, like they're probably going to hit just some main key characters or other ones that might have interacted and been just unique enough to be a pop, because they know how the fandom is. But this one, I just don't think they're going to make it. So I'd pass.
Yeah, and GT Builds brings up another good point. Like they just did the last one was better with the special stand, right? So, and Maxie said I think they're going to release Qui-Gon from the Kenobi series. That'd be cool. I would buy that one.
Me too.
Next, I have, I guess, I don't know. I wouldn't even know how to pronounce his name. Semage, I guess. So this is, I believe this was one of the guards. See why Kenny says, I think as long as they get a good Dooku, a good Ahsoka, and maybe Yaddle, I really don't think maybe more are necessary. That's true. I don't see them making a lot. Like the first initial Clone Wars Funko Pops, they made what, like 4 or 5?
Yeah, there's not a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, this guy, I don't think we had enough screen time or any. There was no investment in these guys, so I'd say negatory on this one.
Yeah, I'm gonna say no for this one as well.
Same here.
Yeah. What do you think, Andrea?
Can't hear. I think she's on mute.
Oh, I am sorry. I am on mute. My
Oh,
dog was
yeah.
kind of growling at something outside. I was saying, I don't remember this one either. What scene is he in?
I think this is just like the lead security where that from that Count Dooku episode where they go and investigate that other Jedi's death.
Oh,
So yeah,
interesting.
not a huge um, role, I guess.
Yeah, and I think for that reason, it'd probably be a pass for me.
Yeah.
There's just so many others.
So Senator Dagonet. So this was the one from that first Count Dooku episode. Andrea, why don't you start us off here?
Sure. Mixed feelings because I feel like the outfit would be really cool with like the metallic gold and it kind of looks like one of those like the foot soldiers that like stand outside of Buckingham Palace. I don't know. I feel like it's a unique look, but the out of all three Dooku episodes, the first one was my least favorite just because to me, and I mentioned this in my reaction as I was watching it, but it kind of felt like a cutscene from a video game. There's just something about it that just didn't feel like the other episodes that were better. So I don't know. I guess it would depend on what it looked like. So maybe.
Yeah, or maybe. Patrick, what do you think?
Yeah, I kind of agree with Andrea. I think that the outfit and kind of uniqueness of it would be interesting for a pop to do, and on that basis only. But otherwise, I don't really think they do much with it. I don't know. I did like the episode, but I just don't think that they're gonna do much with this character.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
What about you, Eric?
Yeah, I don't think they're gonna make this as a pop. He does look unique, and I like his wardrobe, but no.
Yeah. So for me, it's a no too. I do agree. Like his outfit is very cool, but I don't think he was a big enough character where they would make this over, say, Ahsoka's mom. So I think they would make Ahsoka's
Agreed.
mom first with the baby Ahsoka. I think that would sell. So next, we have the other senator, Senator Larrick. So this was the one from that second Dooku episode. This guy got killed. So I'm gonna start things off here with a no.
Yeah, I agree with you. Negatory.
Agreed.
Yeah, I like the idea of collecting just like a whole bunch of senators and having like a whole little like senate going, but I feel like in a few years I would look back and be like, wait, what show is this one from? So I'd probably pass.
Yeah. Yeah, not as much of a main character as like Bail Organa. So like Bail Organa, yes, but this guy, no.
Yeah.
So next we have the sixth brother, Patrick. What do you think?
100%. This guy would be awesome. This would I
Yes.
think this would sell like hotcakes. Look, he's just anything that looks this awesome. Yes, look at that. That's just a great design. So, and I liked it. And one of the things I liked about it too is how he had the Imperial cog on his cloak. I thought that was a nice touch. They can kind of do something like that, have it distressed looking, and that'd be hotcakes. Yeah, 100. Yeah, if they need to do this one.
Yeah. Not Patrick, Eric.
I'm mixed about this one. He does look cool. I just wish that they would have brought him in earlier in the show where he's like slaughtering, towns or whatever, and just being menacing, and just to have him like less than a minute, looking cool but not really doing much. I'm mixed about it. I maybe, but it looks good
I
though.
hear you.
Yeah. No, I hear you as well. Andrea, what do you think?
I think if they made a really cool movie moment with him and Ahsoka, then I would be inclined to say yes. But also, I feel like they wasted what could have been a really cool character.
Yeah.
Like, even if they
Me
used him
too.
more in
Yeah.
Tales of the Jedi, like Eric was saying, like, I would have liked to see more common threads. I feel like all of Ahsoka's 3 episodes felt very disconnected, whereas I feel like Dooku's episodes had like more common themes. So I feel like
Yeah.
it depends, but I wish they'd utilized his character better.
I agree with you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it would be much cooler to have introduced him a little earlier, even in that episode. Somehow, on the search, whatnot. But
Yeah, exactly.
they could have done anything, just to add a little, even if it's just a snippet, because you only got a little bit of them at the end, and it had such an impact. So even if you gave a little teaser to them, like on the hunt earlier, it would have raised the stakes when he did come to the village. You know what I mean? I think it would have been just a little bit more.
Because he knows all about Ahsoka, so he must been like hearing stuff about her and just like maybe searching
Yeah.
for her or something like that.
Yeah, looking for anybody, but like surprised it's you. Really, you got like you're a trophy. So yeah, I think it would have been a lot cooler. It had they gave a little
Yeah.
snippet earlier. I agree with both of you guys.
So Maxie says definitely 10,000%. I agree. I agree with Patrick. I think he looks very cool. I think he would look cool as a Funko Pop. He would sit really nicely on my shelves with the rest of the Inquisitors. So, but
Yeah, what made me think
I
he'd
don't know.
look good as a pop too is because they've recently done the Funko, the Moon Knight ones, and that he kind of has that like skull kind of bird-like
Yeah,
face, kind of
yeah,
like
he's
the
got
Moonlight.
that conchu
That's it,
mask going
Conchu,
on there.
correct. So that's why I was
Yeah,
like, "Oh, they could do that. Throw a cloak on him, make him look really cool, double blade it. Hell yeah. Take our
yeah.
money."
One thing, what's the deal with his head is just deflated. I like to get some backstory on what happened there.
Yeah, was he like a precursor to Grievous kind of thing? Like that was kind of crazy.
So he just deflated. I was
Yeah.
like, what?
But okay, so I haven't really played many of the games, but was this the same one that was in one of the video games there?
I don't
I
think
have no
so.
idea.
I don't play the video games nearly as much, and
Okay.
what little time I get to, I'm not that good. I've been stuck on the same spot on Jedi Fallen Order for 2 years.
So Kenny says, in the show, I definitely think he was wasted. Dude looks like the coolest Inquisitor out of the bunch. Didn't do much in the series, but would love to see him as a Funko. Yeah, so I agree with that. Like he was wasted in the show, but again, like
Yeah,
a cool
100%.
looking character like that, I think it would look really cool as a Funko Pop.
Yeah, maybe Bob Iger will give a green light to say let's do like Tales of the Sith or something like that, Tales of the Dark Side, and you
Oh.
you
That would
could
be
give
cool.
some
Or
you could do some cross stories with this. You can be like,
Oh,
all right, you met this guy here, but let's give him a little more story. Have a whole episode on
that's
him,
that's
right?
that's an awesome idea, Patrick.
That they could
yeah,
do. Give me if you give us more of this. This was awesome, and this has got to be a lot. in the fraction of trying to do like the live action and all that stuff with the volume, the animation's even a cheaper way to go. And Filoni's done a phenomenal job, and with this, every time he has a swing at it, he knocks it out of the park. I think this is some of the best Star Wars I've seen in recent years. Like, I really thought this was solid. The story's told, and filled in the gaps for other pieces of from the other, media we've seen, whether it be the other animated stories, the movies, prequels, sequels, trilogy. I mean, I really felt it fit a lot of pieces in nicely and had a lot of those same kind of repetitive rhyme and meters. The music was excellent on a few of these. It was just like, it was very well done. Very
It
well
did
done.
so much
Yeah.
on the little time the show was.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree. It looks like Max agrees too. We need a Tales of the Sith series, or even just
There-
like an Inquisitor series. Even would be cool.
Yeah. I would hope I thought the Knights of Ren were such an underutilized, but there's so much hype
Yes.
behind it. Like, and I was like, oh, Knights of Ren. And I felt there was like nothing. Like, I was like, all these guys do is walk menacingly in the hallway and then beat up their buddy,
Yeah.
like bully him around at the end of it all. That was
Standing
it.
on the
Like,
mountain.
really?
Standing
Like,
on a mountain with the 360 around
right?
him.
Like, I see what Marvel's doing, and they're doing the Captain America, and they're taking cool stories. Let's see the origins, and like, okay, you made this big shebang about it. They sold all the pops, and they had tons of merch, with them. So let's make something of them. Like, do something with them. I mean, I know they're gonna do Acolyte. And I
Yeah.
know that has probably nothing to do with it. But like, if you're gonna do that, how about tell us a story about characters that you kind of established, you knew was moving product and had people's interest. Let's tell that story. Like that. I think that's a
Yeah.
huge missed opportunity at this point. Huge.
Yeah, for
Tell it by
sure.
animation. Like, let Filoni and those guys at it. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. But getting sidetracked here, as we usually do on these streams. So next on Yaddle, Andrea, why don't you
Yes.
start?
Well, you put this in here knowing we would all say yes. So
Yes.
Yes.
I won't subvert expectations. I feel like that'd be really cool, especially in an action pose like in this picture.
Yeah, Patrick, what do you think?
Yes. I definitely think Yaddle, definitely with the lightsaber, cool like this would be fantastic. I even would like to see something where maybe they did more of like a special Funko, kind of how you had like Boba Fett in the throne. Maybe have her in that doorway where just for that one few moments, the light comes back in to, try to overtake the dark, and she's holding up with her one hand. That would be just a really cool epic moment, I thought. So like, if you this would be a lot easier kill for them to probably make, produce, and all that. But if you wanted to get another really cool, unique one, I think that would be cool. It was just a nice scene. That would be cool to have.
I
Yeah,
have another idea. You know how they're doing this, like the Red Lightsaber series? You know what I'd love, and I'd love for them to include Yaddle in it, is like a Jedi Council series where everyone like just sits in their council chair.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yes.
yeah, that would
That'd
be
be so
cool.
cool.
That would be sweet.
TT Build says, yeah, yes, Yaddle.
Yep.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
if they
Jedi
do a
Council
pop,
Please,
series.
please,
this has got to be
Funko.
one.
Please, Funko,
Yes.
give us a Yaddle.
Yeah, because honestly, I don't think anyone would be even saying Yaddle at this point if it wasn't for this Tales of the Jedi. Because she was such a minor
Yeah.
thing, and I think it really didn't look as good as the other ones, the other Yoda kind of species and in the other films. So I felt like this one
Yeah.
did that character some serious justice. So yeah, if it wasn't for Tales, no one would be asking for a Yaddle pop.
Yeah. Eric, you think yes
Yes.
as well?
Yes. Please, matter of fact. We need a Yaddle.
Yeah. I agree. Yes. Absolutely yes. Yeah, very very underused character in episode 1. And Bryce Dallas Howard did a great job as this character. So yeah, no, I think yes for sure. So next I have a young Dooku, so without the beard. Eric, what do you think?
Yeah, me personally, I would love to get something like that. Will they make it? Not sure, but it would be cool to get one. It looks
Yeah.
cool.
Patrick?
Yeah, I agree. I definitely agree with Erica saying. I think a Dooku without the beard and all, that would be sharp. That'd be sharp. So if they were going to do one and really differentiate it from the one or two that they have, doing a younger
Yeah.
Dooku with the blue blade, absolutely. And his cloaks and everything in the brown, that would look
Yeah.
nice. That'd be solid. Yes.
What do you think, Andrea?
I'd say probably, but more so if we could get like a young Qui-Gon like around him, just to add some context as to like who
Hmm.
this is, because I feel like he looks so unlike trilogy Dooku that it like some
Yeah.
people might look at it if they haven't seen the animated Tales of the Jedi series and be like, who's that? So if I could add some more context around the figure, then probably yeah.
That's a
So
solid
maybe a
idea,
two-pack.
Andrea. I like that. If they did a 2-pack with a younger Dooku and then an even younger Qui-Gon,
Yeah.
take our money. Both with lightsabers, yes, please. That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's a great idea. Great idea.
Yeah, Funko
Yeah.
needs
For
to
me, it's a
understand
yes,
the
too.
rule of two.
Yeah. Yeah. For me, it's a yes, too. Like, in this pose here, like, because I think he had his lightsaber drawn already. So, like, with the Force choke and stuff, like, I think this would be a cool pop.
Yes, I
But
agree.
yeah, no,
This is solid.
what Andrea was saying too, like even a 2-pack would be cool. Which brings me to the last one that I have on my list here, young Qui-Gon Jinn.
Yes. Love it.
Yes.
Yep.
Eric,
Need it.
Yes.
yes,
Yes.
yeah, I agree with you guys. For me, it's a yes as well. And like either by himself or with Count Dooku as well. That would be a great one. Um,
Yeah.
Maxie says yes as well. Is that to the
Yeah, this one
is
by
that to the young
itself, I would
young
go.
Qui-Gon or the young Dooku?
Probably to both.
Yeah. So that's the list of characters I've got. Is there any that I've missed here? Like, I'm sure there are a bunch of characters that I missed, but is there any ones that I didn't mention that stood out to you guys?
Nah, the
Hmm.
only one I was thinking that I mentioned earlier was the one Jedi master who's doing the training with Ahsoka, the yak
Mhm.
face one. That
Yeah,
would be cool. That would be cool because just a neat looking pop, but again, very very small role in it. So I don't know because again, I think they're gonna concentrate on probably an Ahsoka, a Dooku, maybe a young Qui-Gon. I think the idea of Ahsoka's mother holding the baby Ahsoka would be a good one to fill that void. But I think it's going to be a very limited line. So you know, I'd love to see more, but who knows what they'll do. But I think what you picked out was a pretty good selection. The kind of passer,
yeah,
by in that case is pretty solid.
yeah. Maxie said I love the 2-pack idea. So realistically, though, so like Patrick said, it's going to be probably limited if at all, if they decide to release any at all. Um, if you guys had to pick like 4 of these characters, which ones would they be?
Oh, I'm ready to answer that.
Go go go
So,
go!
Are you? Go ahead.
so you included the ones I would really want. So for me, it's young Qui-Gon for sure, a young Ahsoka and her mom, Bail Organa because justice for Bail. And then as a for a fourth, I guess let's count young Ahsoka and her mom. Let's count those as two because they might make them separate. Those are my main four, and those are the ones I definitely want to see.
I have to say Yaddle, Count Dooku, Count Dooku, Qui-Gon, and the mom and Ahsoka as a 2-pack carrying the baby.
Yeah. Patrick?
Yeah. I think I'd go with young Dooku, Yaddle. I think Ahsoka's mom holding a young Ahsoka would be good. And if they did the that other Inquisitor, I think that would be dope. That'd be a
Oh,
nice
and
lineup.
Captain Rex.
Oh,
And
and
they
Captain Rex.
did Captain Rex holding the helmet. Yes.
Yes.
Who are you
All
pulling
right,
off
so
the
it's got to
list
be
before then? If we're gonna
best
get
six.
Captain
Yeah, now
Rex?
we got to go to best six now. So that's what they do to us, Funko. You make you
Maxie says
crave them
Yaddle.
fortnightly. Yeah, Yaddle has to be there. That was a real. I
Yeah.
think like again, this series did so much in the story that they took a character like Yaddle and made people like, yeah, they care. That was real. It was really
Yeah.
solid. I loved it. Great, they did a great job.
Yeah. So I think for me it would be a young Dooku, Yaddle, Ahsoka's mom holding Ahsoka, and probably a young Qui-Gon would be my four that I would like to see, that I can see them
Nice.
making.
Yep.
As far as like movie moments, because they did do that movie, like that 2-pack with from Visions with the droid and the and Roke in there. Like
Yep.
what do you guys think? Do you think they'll do one similar to that? And if so, which one?
Ooh. If they did something like that, I bet it would be with a young Qui-Gon and Dooku. I think that's just my thought. I mean, I'd love to see maybe like we were saying, like Ahsoka. I'd like to see Ahsoka and that other Inquisitor as a movie moment. That'd be pretty awesome.
Yeah.
That's a really good one.
That would be really solid. But I don't know because they could do a lot of cool stuff. They could do like the flames with the acrylic. I mean, they could really make that one hype. But I don't know. I think if they're going to do a 2-pack, it would most likely land with the Qui-Gon Dooku. I think that storyline hit with more fans, and I think it would definitely sell more. That's just my thought.
Yeah, or a 2-pack
Yeah,
with Ahsoka and Dooku with like their poster, like maybe like back to back, because ultimately the show's all about them. So that would be a good
Right.
2-pack.
You're right.
Yeah.
Movie
Yeah, 'cause,
rides.
they are starting to do the they're starting to do more of these posters, comic book covers, posters now, like we just saw with that a New Hope poster that we're getting. So that'd be really cool if they did a poster one with Ahsoka and Dooku as a pop, right?
Yeah, that would be cool. Yeah, I just pre-ordered that New Hope one.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
could do without the giant plastic box.
Yeah, it's so
It's
much
gonna
fun.
take up so much. Maxie says I think in general we need more movie moments like Ahsoka versus Maul, Dooku versus Yaddle, or Mace Windu versus Palpatine. Yes, I agree. I agree with Maxie on that one. More
I do
movie
too.
moments.
Yeah, I like the movie moments.
Yeah,
a
no,
lot.
yeah. So
I think
that does it for the.
it's a good idea for the pop rides. The pop rides with the baby Ahsoka on the Jaguar's back or Panther's back or Tiger's back, whatever.
Absolutely, I'd get that. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, I'd love that one.
And the Jaguar or the Panther or whatever, it was even carrying Ahsoka in its mouth too. So that would look really cool.
Oh, it's true. That would be pretty cool looking.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, that does it for the list here. I want to thank Padawan Chronicles, Andrea for coming on, Eric, Cirespeed Reviews, and Patrick, Toyphotogfr, for coming on the stream. Thank you guys.
Thank you,
for
Chris,
coming on and talking Funko Pops.
Thank you, Christopher, for having us.
Nice meeting you, Andrea.
Yeah.
It's such a pleasure meeting you, Andrea.
Chris, as always.
Do you guys want to just let everyone know again, like where they can find you, and if you have anything coming up on your channels as well?
Ooh, Grievous versus
Patrick, why don't you go
Obi-Wan would
first?
be amazing.
Oh, all right. Patrick, toy photographer, and basically I'm on YouTube and Instagram, Facebook, and I do Star Wars Funko Pop photos. So you'll see some creative images of Star Wars Funko Pop, and you'll see them drop every few days. And again, thank you for having us, Christopher. It was a pleasure to meet Andrea, and it was a great time tonight.
All right, Eric.
Oh, you can find me right here on YouTube, Cirespeed Reviews, and on Instagram under the same name. I got a TikTok, but I don't probably ever use that. But yeah, you can find me here. I do weekly Funko Pop reviews, Black Series toy reviews, helmets, and just about everything Star Wars toy related. So nothing big that I'm thinking of right now. But yeah, thanks for having us, Chris.
Yeah, thank you for coming on again, Eric. Andrea, how about you?
Yeah, so at the moment, I have a giveaway that's open for a couple more days. So you can go see what that is on the community tab on my channel. So go check that out. That's to celebrate almost 200 subscribers, so almost there. And then coming up on December 6th, I have a live stream happening. So I have this ongoing monthly series called Purchase or Pass, which people in here participate with as well. But basically, we go through some pictures of some newly released or announced Star Wars collectibles, and we talk about whether we plan on getting things or not. So yeah, keep an eye out for that. That's happening December 6th.
Awesome, great, thanks,
Oh,
guys.
thank you so much for
I have a
having
few more
us.
people in the chat here. So Tony came in, Star Wars Sith. If you haven't checked out his channel, he's
What's up,
he
man?
finds like some of the best deals around. Like he just did like a bunch of reviews on some of the Revenge of the Sith vehicles, and it's just crazy the deals this guy finds. So definitely go and follow him on Instagram and YouTube and stuff like that. But he said, no, the stream's over. I just got off work. Start over.
Oh, I missed it.
Watch the replay.
Sorry, Tony. We'll have to have you on again, man. We'll have to have you on one of these streams.
Yeah, Tony finds the best
TT
deals.
Build
It's
says, I'm
crazy.
going to stop to all of you guys.
Oh, thanks.
Oh,
You all have great
thank
opinions. Awesome.
you.
Maxie says, amazing chat, guys. Thank
Thanks,
you.
Maxie.
Thank you for participating in the chat. And Tony, yes. Yeah, we will have you on one of these chats here, Tony, one time. But for now, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you like and subscribe to all of our channels, and we will see you in the next one.
Thanks, Chris. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.